Hello, it's the comic book guy, and welcome back. Yes, I'm back finally after like what 2-3 months of doing nothing. Well, I haven't been doing nothing. I've been living my life and getting stuff besides this done. But I want to return and start uploading again because I can still see that I'm still getting views. I'm getting comments, I'm getting people subscribing still, and I'm not doing anything about it, which is shameful, yes. So I'm back, and what I'm gonna try and do is stick with 3 videos a week. I should be able to manage that on top of work and everything. 3 videos a week. Those videos are gonna be this new series that I'm gonna do, Fables and Invincible and The Walking Dead. I'm gonna try and stick to those series even. This one, Fables, if you've heard of a game that's been around for the last 10 years called The Wolf Amongst Us, you might know this series. The Wolf Amongst Us is a game that came out in 2014 and that was released by TellTales, the story-based series that also did TellTales, The Walking Dead, amongst other stuff. And I reckon the second most popular series was The Wolf Amongst Us. Came out in 2014, but TellTales unfortunately went bust around, 2018, 2019, something like that, and it was all doom and gloom because we thought we would never get a second Wolf Amongst Us until 2 years ago when they released a trailer for The Wolf Amongst Us 2 that's been picked up by another studio. So, let's get into this. Fables, issue number 1. Once upon a time. Hurry! In a fictional land called New York City. Can't you go faster? Can't you please to be holding on to your water, sir? You are very much to be making me a nervous driver. Chapter 1. Old Tales Revisited. Keep the change. And what change would that be, sir? You are to be giving me, according to the meter, 25 cents more. The Woodland Luxury Apartments. My goodness, if it isn't Jack of all the people. I didn't expect to see you today. We haven't seen you around here in a good long time, sir. Hi, Johnny. Jack, how are you, buddy? No time. Big B, Security Office. B. Wolf. You look out of breath, Jack. Been climbing beanstalks again? No. Blown down any piggies' homes lately? I'm a bit busy, Jack. Did you run all the way over here just to trade verbal barbs, or is there something else you need? There is, a terrible thing. A crime. A terrible thing happened. The only problem that directly concerns this office is how beastly you look, and have been looking recently. 'Tis not my fault, it's that ancient cuff again. Forgive me reading, I mean it's all in gibberish here. It disappeared when my wife agreed to marry me way back when. Both now it's come and guff. As you can tell, this is Beauty and the Beast, and Beast is looking quite beastly, as you can see. See, I told you he'd blame me. I'm not blaming you, my tweet. I think that's supposed to say sweet. But I then turned back to Beast to the extent that you're mad at me. Yeah, you know what I mean. This would be easier, Lord Beast, if I could understand you better. He said that his curse reasserts itself to the extent that I become mad at him. Snow White, Director of Operations. But you tried being married for almost 1,000 years without a few ups and downs along the way. No one can be perfectly blissfully happy and in love for so long. It's the problem that but my mouth haven't big enough to them yet. So I haven't funny. Yeah, completely. That makes sense. Sorry as I am for your marital difficulties, it isn't any of my business. We barely have enough money and manpower to run the most basic of underground government services. We can't afford to do marital counselling and to be perfectly candid, I wouldn't allow it if we could. The mundanes may look to their government to solve their problems, but in the Fable community we expect you to be able to run your own lives. Our only concern is that you're currently in violation of our most vital law. No Fable shall by action or inaction cause our magical nature to become known to the mundane world. If you can't maintain a normal human appearance or purchase a concealing glamour from one of our riches, our rules mandate that you be relocated upstate to the farm where all the other non-human Fables live. You tell them, Snow. But we didn't escape from the homelands with our fortune intact. We can't afford a glamour powerful enough to hide my husband's curse. We barely make enough between us to get by. And it's that the money troubles that etc. bits and problems and make us the curse come back. I'm sorry, I honestly have no idea what you're supposed to be saying. As sympathetic as I am to your troubles, I can't be of any help to you. Many of the Fables, I'd even say most of us, lost our lands, titles and fortunes when we were forced out of the homelands by the adversary. We have to make do as best we can. Wait, Snow White in the comics seems a bit more strict and ruthless than she is in the TellTales Wolf Amongst Us game. Like, it's normally bigbywolf that'd be laying down the law like this. There are only a handful of us working in the underground Fable government. We're already seriously overworked and underpaid, and it's everything we can do to keep our exile community together. We don't even have the power to tax our members. We get by on donations, and half our time is spent bowing, scraping and kissing ass to make what little we can bring in each year. So please believe me when I say that I can't help you sort out this situation. But you're not even the mayor. True, I'm not really the mayor of Fable Town, only his deputy. And if you want to make an appointment to tell your tale of woe directly to King Cole, that's your prerogative. But I'll tell you right now what will happen. He'll listen to you and make all the right noises about how sorry he is for your plight, and his sympathy will be genuine because he's a wonderful, empathetic man. And then the moment you're out the door, he'll ask me what I want to do about it, because that's how we work. He does all the formal glad handing. He makes the official appearances and hosts the ceremonial functions, and I do the real work of running our community. Well, god fucking damn it. For better or worse, you just hand your appeal to City Hall. You divorced your prince centuries ago. You have no idea how hard it is to keep a marriage going so long. Now, dear, there's no reason to get personal. I was able to read that. Don't get personal after she openly criticised our married life. I did no such thing. And just who is she to criticise anyone's personal life after what I heard about her little adventure with those 7 dwarfs? Oh, what happened there then? Okay folks, business is piling up and we need to move things along to Miss Snow's next appointment. But thank you both for coming in. Our door is always open, but we weren't finished. Yes you were, ma'am. Assuming you hope to survive your last comment, take my advice. Some topics are best never brought up. Never discuss personal hygiene with a bridge troll. Never trade casserole recipes with a Black Forest witch. But above all, when talking to the deputy mayor, never mention the dwarfs. Goodbye, Miss Beauty. Mr. Beast, take care now. Blue Boy. Who the fuck's Blue Boy? I don't know that fable. Is her royal nibs in? Yes, but she's in a foul mood. I'm about to make it worse. Go on, Big B. Do what you do best. Are you enjoying your lunch, sir? Very much. So thank you, Molly. And how did you find your steak? I simply looked behind the potato and there it was. Classic, mate. You're fucking smooth, you are, lad. You Clark Kent looking motherfucker. Hello. Oh my, that's very clever. You're a delightfully clever man. Positively clever. Yes. So will there be anything else, sir? Nothing more to eat or drink, miss. But we've said such a nice flirtation this afternoon that I'm very tempted to ask you for your phone number. I'm very tempted to give it. Actually, I'm about to go off shift, and I'm tempted to ask you to come home with me right now. Fucking hell, mate, you don't mess around. Jesus. That's a delightful idea, dear Miss Molly, but I'm afraid that would create a slight problem for one or both of us. I came in here without a penny to my name, and my plan was to eat a filling meal and then skip out on the check. But if I'm going to go home with you, well, it's only faced with a rather awkward moment. Really? You're broke? Completely and utterly? But you'd like to come back with me to my place? That's currently my fondest desire. Well, I guess I can afford to pick up the check, since I would have been stuck with it anyway, if you had snuck out. You're a good sport, Molly. I adore you already. Since we're just minutes away from doing wonderfully nasty things to each other, don't you think it's time I learned your name? I'm Prince Charming, of course. That's for sure. But seriously, who are you? I'm embarrassed to admit that I'd actually have to fetch my wallet to recall which identity I'm using these days. Is it really so important, darling? What do you need, Mr. Wolf? I'm busy right now. You need to prepare yourself for some bad news, Snow. Don't be so dramatic. I already know my ex is back in town. Apparently he managed to finally wear out his welcome among even the most inbred elements of European royalty. This isn't about Prince Charming, it's about your sister Rose Red. This may surprise you, Mr. Wolf, but I'm not entirely an idiot. I actually know my sister's name. So what's she done this time? I've received a report, unconfirmed mind you, that she's gone missing. She's possibly the victim of violence. What? How? Her boyfriend was just here to report that he had found her apartment trashed this morning. Oh, is that all? You had me scared for a minute, Mr. Wolf. But my sister is the last of the dedicated partner fiends. She's the original wild child. From what I hear, her apartment gets trashed with alarming regularity. I'm afraid this time is different. I understand there's blood, lots of it. I'm going over there now to investigate, but I thought you'd want to know right away. Damn right I want to know. I'm going with you. I don't think that would be a good idea. Not until I've gotten a first-hand look at the situation. I'm not much interested in what you think is and isn't a good idea. She's my sister. I'm your boss. I'm going with you. Boss or not, Snow, I'm not about to let you interfere with my work. I told you this as a courtesy, but I won't have an amateur stamping through a possible crime scene destroying evidence. Then we seem to be at an impasse. I suggest a compromise, and the compromise is this. I'm going with you, and if you don't like it, clean out your office and get out of the building. How's that? Bloody hell, Snow's a bit more fucking direct and mean in this one, man. She's quite nice in the game. Oh my. Yes, just like that. Do more of that. You're amazing. I know. Bloody fucking hell, I'm reading a porno now. Look, those two girls there in the bottom left. They're fucking eavesdropping. I know her apartment is a shithole. Jesus. I've always believed a truly accomplished nobleman should have his coxmanship every bit as much as his swordsmanship. Jesus Christ. In each case, one should know when it's better to thrust or parry or bind. When it's time to withdraw or riposte. I don't know what riposte means, but don't you dare withdraw yet. And of course, when it's time to finally commit all to the deep lunge. Yippee, my hero. Fucking hell, Jordan, mate, get in there, my son. So why didn't Jack stick around after he reported the crime? You're not allowed to smoke in the cab, sir. Sir. I sent him ahead to guard the crime scene. I didn't want anyone messing it up before I got a look at it. You had Jack guard the crime scene? Isn't that like asking a fox to guard the hen house? He's the only one I can trust to keep the scene safe, since he's the one who discovered it. If Jack wanted to alter the evidence, he already did it before he came in to report the crime. And if that's the case, he won't want anyone else coming along to further alter his alterations. Keep the change. Oh joy, my mother can get that kidney operation she so desperately needs. I still don't trust him. I don't understand what Rose sees in him. I always got the impression that your open disapproval of Jack was the thing that Rose found most attractive in him. True enough, I suppose. Rose and I had drifted apart over the years. I wouldn't categorize it as drifting. Rose seems to have dedicated her life to doing whatever will cause you the most pain and embarrassment. We're getting a bit nosy, Mr. Wolf. I can't help but notice things now. I believe that's why you hired me as Fable Town Sheriff. Oh, you see a shadow there as well. There's a wolf. That's pretty cool. There you are. Everything just the way you left it, Jack. Haven't gone back in yet. I didn't want to see it a second time. It's horrible, you'll see. Just get the door open. Oh God, Rose. See? It's horrible. No more happily ever after. Jesus Christ, mate. This ain't just one person's blood. This is a fucking massacre. Bloody Rose will definitely be red if she's in there somewhere. Fucking Christ. Hold this, I'm going to need my senses clear. Both of you stay here. Do not come in for any reason. If someone comes, close the door and stay out in the hall. This stays strictly among the Fable community. No one lets the Monday cops come in on it. No more happily ever after. What are you doing? Why are you looking at the floor? You should be looking for Rose, checking the bedroom to see if she's in there. I already checked. She's not here. Both of you, shut up and let me work. She's my sister. Jack, if she opens her mouth again, pick her up and carry her back home. If she screams or resists, you have my permission to knock her senseless. Fine, I get the message. I'll keep quiet for now. Lay one hand on me, asshole, and you'll regret it. Mate, this flat is absolutely fucked. It's gonna be a bitch to clean. Aha! Jack, I'm taking you in. For what? Does it matter? Let's call it resisting arrest. But I didn't. You power mad fuck shit. See? Ah! Now I can add attempted assault to the charges. You occasionally been clever, Jack, but never smart. Ah! This is abuse of authority. I got a witness. Shut up, Jack, before I think of other charges to stack against you. Is he the one? We'll see. Next, usual suspects. So yeah, that was issue number 1 of Fables, and it was pretty good, to be fair. Very different to the game, which I obviously suspected it would be. But the biggest difference so far is Snow White. Like, she's a lot more aggressive and like upfront than she is in the game, because in the game she's quite sweet and, you know, she's not very confrontational. But yes, I hope you enjoyed. It's good to be back reading comics, and if you did enjoy, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.